Hello, good day.
Hi Joel, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah. I'm also doing great. Just going to my office right now on the travel.
Hey, hi. Hi, Manoj. Hi, Joel. Good
Hi,
morning.
Dilip.
Hi, Dilip sir.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Give me 1 second. Let me flick my headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's clear and loud, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, Joel. Good morning, Manoj.
Hi, good morning, Dilip.
Good morning, sir.
So let me log in into Veeam. Give me a second. 0102. Okay. Give me a second, Joel. I'm just checking.
Okay, sure. Take your time.
So, so, yep. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
1 second. Just logging into the Veeam. So today we'll go with the proxy deployment and the proxy details. So yesterday we spoke about those, right? Like what is a proxy or not. So today, how to deploy the proxy. The first step we are going to how to deploy the proxy and what is a proxy. Those things and all we will go.
Okay.
One second. Yep. So So post this call, I will provide you the guide. I will provide you the steps as well. Let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen now.
So the minimum requirement to deploy the proxy is it should be supportable, like the OS should be more than the like Windows Server 2019 or 2022, and the minimum CPU required to build a proxy is the 8 CPU and the RAM is 16 GB. And again, it depends on the bandwidth, or it depends on the load of the VMs. Like for example, if the VM count is around 20 or 30 VMs or 50 VMs in one, that we are going to back up and we are going to create a proxy, then it should be the CPUs is minimum 8. So if you want to increase the bandwidth of the backup, then we need to, while we deploying the proxy, we have to make sure and we have to inform the server team to create like minimum 16 codes are required and the RAM capacity. But this is a minimum minimum requirements to create a proxy to deploy the proxy server. And before once we create, so the handshake between the servers and the handshake between the server to the proxy server, like Veeam application to the proxy and proxy to the server, there are few of the firewall ports that should be open on the server end. Those port details as well, I will provide you this document post our session today. So these are the ports, like these are the ports that should be opened while we deployed, right? So on that particular proxy, these are the ports, it should be open. So the port 135 and the port 445 is for the file sharing and file sharing, and this is for the SMB communication. And the 6160, it's a Veeam installer services, and 6162, these ports should be open while we deploying the proxy. The same way as I told the repository, right? The repository is nothing but the uh, are we whatever we are doing the backup, like whatever we are taking the backup from the Veeam and we are storing to some other location, like might be the any locations. So for that communication, there should be few ports that should be open. So these are the ports that should be open, that need to be open for that repository. And when comes to Linux proxy communication, and the port 22, that is for the SSH PuTTY SSH session, PuTTY session, and 6160 and 6162, these ports should be open on the server end while we deploying the proxy. And as you know, as I already explained in yesterday's class, if you want to create a proxy, first we are going into the backup infrastructure, the first step. Let me know if you have any queries, Joel, so that I will
Yes,
provide.
yes, I will.
Yeah. So if I want to create a new proxy that is for dedicatedly Windows, like all the VMs that is all having all the Windows VM that is going to take a backup, we need to create one. We are going to create one proxy. So just click on add, and as I told, we are going to create a VMware backup proxy. So the server name is it's a Windows add server. It's a Windows server. We are going to Windows proxy server or Linux proxy server. So by default, we will create a Windows server for all the VMs, like for all the Windows VMs. So this DNS name or IP address, before we create a proxy, like as you aware as a storage admin, so we need to check with network team any of the free IPs that reside on the subnet range. Like for example, in my infrastructure, if let me show you. Hmm. See, the Veeam server IP address should starts with 172.18.0.57. So is there any free IPs that we do have in that subnet range? So once they provided that free IP, and we have to configure, like we have to create the DNS records for that, and we have to create a name of the proxy server, and so that we can able to ping that proxy server.
Question. Wait.
Yeah.
So we need how many IP can install on that server to use the proxy server? So this one is will be added, right? Like
Mhm.
added on the server. For example, this one is a Beam 02, so there's two IP, right?
No, there is not two IPs. This is the IP address of the server.
This is the IP of the server. And how about the proxy? It's the same or not the same? Or we will create additional server, the 2016 or 2022 server?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more 2019, not 2016 also will not
Ah,
support yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
So 2019 we will create standard edition servers
Mm-hmm.
for that proxy server only.
Yeah,
So no application inside on that, only proxy.
no application, nothing. Only proxy will runs on that particular
Oh,
server.
okay. So it is a basic Windows
Server.
standard Windows. So
Yes,
okay.
exactly. So
Okay. Another question.
go ahead.
If we can install the proxy on the server itself, it's possible, the Beam 02. This one is a backup server, and then we'll also install the proxy on that backup server with a different IP. It is possible.
Nope, nope. It's not possible. See, since we are
Okay.
deploying one more VM, it's a virtual mission, right? So we
Yes.
need to create a ISO files. We need to add the these drives and all. So it will not possible to install on the 02. We need to install. We need to build one VM, uh, basic VM, like basic standard VM, and
Yeah.
top of that VM, uh, we that VM act as a proxy server in our Veeam application.
Okay. So I understand now. So only Beam and then separate for proxy servers. Okay.
Servers,
I understand.
exactly. So this is IP, like example. I took an example, like we do have the 08 proxy server which is available in my current lab. So we have, like, with the help of network team, we have asked the network team to provide the free subnet IP within that particular range. So they have provided the IP. Suppose that, see, if you say uh, and we need to create a credentials, like as I told yesterday. So on the server end, like however we have, like for the vCenter and for the Nutanix, the initial deployment, right, when we are adding that particular source into the Veeam, we worked with the server team to create a domain account, the same domain account credentials we need to create here. We need to add here, but in my scenario, the domain account credentials is already stored in the Veeam application. So what I'm doing is I'm just updating the same one. And
Domain account, which means is a user account or privileges with the domain admin account.
it's a user account. Like on the
Oh.
vCenter end or else on the Nutanix end, they have to create one particular user. Like here, what in our case, what our Nutanix or server team has created the service account name called as svc.veeam proxy. So they have provided the credentials of that server. They have created the user account, and they will provide all the permissions to that user account, like all the read write permissions of that particular vCenter or Nutanix. So
Okay.
so that there will be an interaction, or there will be handshake happens, right, between this account. So next,
Okay.
1 second, it's just verifying. So it's prompting that the credentials is not correct. So I'm just checking 1 second. The
Okay.
latest,
Take
the
your
latest
time.
credentials which I have used. Yeah, we'll go with admin credential. Okay, 08, right? I mentioned the name. I just want to check whether the 08 is powered up or not. Hmm. 1 second. I think I just powered off that 08 server. So let me power on, and anyway, it will prompt out like the 08 is already there. So once again, I will show you how to deploy the proxy server.
Okay.
And 1 second. So this is a minimum requirement that we need to deploy the proxy server. Like, so that particular IP should be joined into the domain with the administrative credentials, and it should be the static. It should be the static IP.
Okay.
And we are here in the steps like open the Veeam backup console and navigate to backup infrastructure, and here we need to create a server like proxy server. It might be the Windows or Linux server. So mostly we would prefer for the better troubleshooting purpose and all, so we'll prefer as a standard Windows proxy server itself, because in case the backup got fails, we will log in into that particular proxy server and check whether all the services is running fine, or we can restart the services. Those things and all quite easier when compared to Linux. So I would suggest always prefer to create a Windows proxy server whenever you're trying to build any proxy server.
Okay, sure.
And this will comes into while we creating the proxy server. There are three types of transport mode. By default, when we are creating the like proxy, by default it will suggest, it will take the direct SAN method, like which is the fastest method when proxy has access the SAN. Like proxy can access the SAN in the sense like block levels to blocks in terms to Veeam. So by default, it's a direct SAN. So I never created with hot add or an network mode. So since yesterday when I was showing into the proxy properties, so one of the job like what I have faced recently, like one of the backup job, the all the backup jobs is getting failed frequently. So I just raise a case with the Veeam, and Veeam has changed few proxy settings on the back end. Like one is changing the maximum concurrent jobs uh, to more, and one is like they have specified because that particular job is a very critical job in my environment. So they suggested instead of going with the SAN access, we can prefer the network mode. So once we prefer the network mode, what it will happen is it will go with through that particular network, like whether the 10 gig speed or 50 gig speed, whatever we have mentioned. So 1 second, let me power down the 08.
Okay. So the best practice is to assign the transport mode to direct SAN.
Direct SAN. Yeah, I will show you the previous proxy how it is. The best practice is direct SAN.
Okay.
So, and as I told, and again, it depends on how we build the VM. It's based on our requirement and it's based on our implementation. As you can clearly see, one CPU equal to one concurrent task. If you go with 8 CPUs, there will be 8 concurrent tasks runs with the same proxy.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the ports. These are the ports that should be open. So let me show the proxy, the previous proxies, what we do, how we have. First, I will show you. So here itself, while we creating the proxy, we have like we selected the server, choose server, like on which server we are trying to build the proxy. That's a like logically we are not built like on the backend. We are not build the server proxy server on this PAPW Veeam, and however we are creating a proxy server on the main Veeam server. So I just selected that the transport mode should be automatic. As I told, automatic selection, it will go by default. As a best practice, we have to select automatic. So there are different types of transport mode. Just now I spoke, right? There was one direct storage access, and there is one network. So if we select the automatic selection, so by default, as per the best standards, it always prefers to the direct storage access. Data is directly retrieved from the shared storage without like blocks between these proxies to the servers. So
Okay.
we will keep it as automatic selection, and again the data stores is automatic. Mm, if you click on next, 1 second is already. I will just show the example of one of the proxies which we do have, like 08, for example. Hmm. So the maximum concurrent jobs, they have mentioned 22. So
So
in
this
the
one, that 22 is have 22 concurrent tasks or core 22 core CPU, right?
no, no, and again it's the like we can change the maximum concurrent jobs in the Veeam proxy up to 256, but it's a best practice. By default, it will 22. So if you want to run more number of jobs, more number of backup jobs on that particular proxy server, we can change it. So
Okay.
as I told, right? See, recently I have faced an issue of one of the backup jobs. See, for example, if any of the backup job is failed, uh, first what we will check whether the proxy is reachable or not, whether the proxy is reachable or not. With the help of the proxy only in the Veeam, the backup is running, right? So the basic troubleshooting that we need to do, the proxy is available or not, and is there any the current proxy that we are running is a bit older version or not. So if
Okay.
we click on right click there itself, it should show upgrade option,
Okay.
and uh, post is there once it's everything fine, we just log into that particular server, we can see the CPU in the task manager whether the CPU it hits 90% or not. Whenever the CPU it hits 90% or more than 90%, what will do as for the server perspective, the server will be in the hung state, right? CPU it hits more than 90 or 50%, sometimes it will go into hung state. Due to that, the backup will fail. So these are the
Okay.
troubleshooting steps that I'm checking, telling like whenever the backup is getting failed. So that particular time we need to check why the CPU is hit to 90% due to the maximum concurrent jobs or due to the load of the server. So that particular time we can go ahead and change the maximum concurrent jobs from 22 to 60 or 40. The maximum is 254.
256. 254. Okay.
Yeah. One second. So it's validating. Meanwhile, I will log in this vCenter once. One second, let me share my screen again.
Okay.
So it's still validating the server, validating the details on the back end, like whether all the network connectivity should be opened at all the ports. So in case while you deploying the new proxy, if you are facing any issues, just reach out to the server team and make sure that these are the ports that should be open on the server end. Like while they deploy the server, right? Post they deploy the server, they can go ahead and check whether those ports are in open state or not. So here our scenario earlier why I am not able to log in because The Veeam 08 is powered off. Mhm. 06 also powered off. So transport service is unavailable since the server is powered off, right? So that's the reason it's getting error. Now you can see, right? The server is powered on. It came up. Joel, are you with me?
Sorry, I'm mute. Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is by default will go always with the transport mode. Sorry, by default will go the transport mode and the connected data store should be automatic detection.
Automatic.
Yeah. And these also we are not specifying any network Mbps. So whenever we are creating the proxy on the Veeam end, as a best practice, it will take the 600 Mbps, the network bandwidth, to complete the backups. In case if you notice the backup window, like it's running longer time. As a backup admin, you are aware, right? Sometimes what happens, one of the backup job, like in that particular job, it has 100 of VMs, but the bandwidth, like the backup job is taking longer time, like it's taking 4 hours or 5 hours to complete the job. That time there might be the bandwidth is not sufficient. So that time we will check with the Veeam support and we will ask, can we go ahead and change the network bandwidth on the that particular proxy? So that is a
Okay.
troubleshooting steps that I'm preferring to.
Okay.
And this it will automatically take. See, it's a Windows server and 08. The cores,
Yes.
maximum cores and maximum task and component name. If you just click and apply, it will deploy the proxy server. So since it's deploy the proxy server. So now you are clear about the proxy.
Yes. Do we need to install the application on the proxy server?
Nope, nope, nope,
Or
nope.
no? Just IP address and the server
Yes,
only,
just
right?
just it's a basic server which acts as a with the basic server. Once we deploy the that server, it will act as a handshake server between these our Veeam application to that particular ESXi host.
Okay. Okay.
And I will show you the few examples in my environment. If I check one of the gen cluster, there is a gen cluster which I have backing up previously. You can see that one I just disabled, right? The yesterday when we created, right? I am going to, if you want to disable that particular job, go ahead and disable. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just disabling the yesterday's one what we created. And this is my previous, this is one of the example what I'm showing of the backup job. There is a backup job which I have created. So if you want to see this particular job, so the naming convention why I mentioned as a gen cluster. So I am backing up all the servers which is reside on the gen cluster. So that's the so as per my standards, I just naming as a gen cluster and we do have a retention of 21 days. So I just mention it as a 21 days. Okay. And
Okay.
this future you are already aware about it. Yesterday itself I have just updated, right?
Yes.
Yes. And see, so what I did is I just mentioned the cluster itself, the entire cluster here. This particular cluster, I just want to take a backup. The entire cluster size is
20.
29.8. So apart from this cluster, sorry, it's not
31.
it's 31. I just click and recalculate. And apart from this cluster, I want to back up these two servers as well. So that's the reason I just did added manually up to these two servers. And when we go to the exclusion, so these are the servers they don't need at all to be as part of backup rotation. This you can see, right, test and decommission servers. So those servers I just excluded, and when I click on next, so by default I choose multiple proxy servers and backup repository should be I selected. You are you are aware about what is the backup repository. It's those three.
Yes.
So and this secondary is target and all. Oh, this is about the proxy. Yeah, I just want to show this is a future. So as I told, right, enable application awareness feature. That
Because there is a
all the
application.
applications, most of those servers has critical applications as installed. So that's the reason I have enabled the application awareness process. But when we enable this, it will ask the credentials as well. The one which on the server end, server team has created a one domain like a server user, right? User for the our backup. So that particular account credentials I had added and I just tested and it's verified fine. You can see whether it's all the servers are able to communicate.
Test. Yes.
Because those are power, not power on server. So that's why it's getting error. So
Yes.
rest. So stop up account testing. So this is for the account testing and this is for the job. So now hope you are clear about the creation of the proxies and all.
Okay. Though lately you show me the update on the proxy 8. What application or files they need to update on the proxy server?
Sorry, can you come again once?
You show me that there is an when we right click the 08 and then there is a right click and update. It's
Upgrade, upgrade.
yes, upgrade, yes. It
So it's
should be
it,
the Beam application will update the services.
yep. It should be the Veeam, like it will, that proxy will get upgrade to the latest version. If there is any version, it will check the compared version, latest version checks, and it will, the Veeam will deploy the upgrade the version on that particular proxy.
So the Beam will deploy
Upgrade,
the
upgrade the proxy,
upgrade.
and
Okay.
the latest version, or if there is anything else. So I just log in into the proxy server, how it is, and I will show you what are the
Okay.
services that. So this is the 08 proxy server that we powered on currently. Mhm. Mhm. Veeam. So sometimes if you notice any of the backup is getting failed, like for example, there is a backup. I am preferring to gen one of the backup. It is a gen backup. The backup got failed. The initial step you have to check on the logs itself. It will show whether the snapshot is in hung state on the server end or not. You are aware, right? With the help of the snapshot
Yes.
itself, the backup will trigger. That is the first step we
Yes.
will check. The second step, if everything is fine, there will be some there will be some issue on the proxy server. It will show that there was some issue on the proxy server. That time we need to check whether all the services on that particular proxy is running fine or not. You can see, right? These are the Veeam associated proxies: Veeam mover service and Veeam install service, Veeam mount service. Whether in sometimes if you notice these proxies are not running, it's hung. You just need to restart that particular server and you just re-trigger the jobs.
Oh, okay. So this Beam services is deployed from the Beam server to that proxy.
Yep. While we deploying the ISO, like while we deploying the image itself, right? We have to
Right.
enable few ports. Those services are related to that particular ports. If you talk about Veeam install service is running on which port, Veeam mount service is running on which port. I will just show you the
Okay.
document. These are related to the, like, see, Veeam install service is running
Yes,
on
yes.
6. So those ports should be open on the server and then then that particular feature will enable on the proxy.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Yep. So if you notice the CPU is more on that particular proxy, then you have to dig why the CPU is more. You can see right on the task manager, you know, you're aware, right? What is the CPU percentage? Currently the CPU is 0% is used. Sometimes if the
Yes.
backup is triggered, so as per my experience, so whenever the jobs is running, the backup jobs is running, the CPU is going to 90 or 95%. So that time I didn't notice there should be an option to upgrade the proxy. I just forget it. Suppose that I just checked with the Veeam support guy, they told there was a latest patch release for to upgrade the proxy that we need to install.
Okay. So how can we upgrade the proxy?
Just right click on that
But
particular
by
on
okay, okay.
backup
I thought
info.
there is a
No, no, it's not
manual
manual.
upgrade.
No,
Oh,
just right click and do that
the
upgrade.
upgrade. Yes.
Okay. So now taking the physical server into a backup. So as of now, we gone through VMs, like it might be the ESXi VMs, Hyper-V VMs, or Nutanix VMs, but we never been into like taking the physical servers into backup, right? Anyhow, I don't have any physical servers in my current environment. So in my current lab, so what I will do, I will deploy the agent on this 08 server, and I will take this
Okay.
server as a physical. I will consider this once we deploy the server agent on the physical server, then as per the backup application, that is a physical, right? We can take a file level backup. So I will install
Okay.
the agent on this particular server and I will show you. So for all the physical
Okay.
servers, you just go to backup infrastructure. 1 second. You just go to inventory. There, the first option, add server, and Nutanix. Here you can see the physical infrastructure, right?
Yes.
So what we need to do, create a protection group. So individual computers, static. So I'm just creating one protection group, individual computers. So the protection group name is the same type how we are creating in the VMs, we are creating the backup jobs, right? Backup jobs, and we are adding the cluster. But for the physical server, what you need to create, you need to add all the physical servers into one particular job on the inventory. Then you are going to add that particular server into the job. I will show you that example as well.
Okay. Okay.
1 second. SQL agent backup. So this is one of the one of the job for the agent in the sense physical server. We named it as a physical server. If I click on this physical server job, what we did, I will show you the job name. If I click on the name, if I click on the computers, right? So all the SQL servers I have added into one group. And I have added that group into here in the backup job. You got it, right? Adding
Yes, yes, I got it.
the same thing like in the normal VM or Nutanix, we have added the similar way. Let me show you Nutanix. See, in the Nutanix cluster, what we did, just right click on edit cluster name. I just added the Nutanix cluster and we just did a backup for all the Nutanix and the Hyper-V. For the physical server, we just go to inventory. On the physical infrastructure page, we need to create one protection group, and I will create a protection group, name it as test. Okay. And I
Okay.
need to add the computers. For adding the computers, I need the host name or IP address. I will just take it as example of 08. And connect using admin credentials. Here the challenges. So once I created, as you are aware, we do have a service account, service user account, which is created on the server end. Hence, I have created this service account. In case if it is a physical server, on the physical server end, we need to create a one user which has all the access to that particular server, and we have to add that account. You
Okay.
understand, right? Now, so I just check the guest credentials test, whether that credentials is able to access that particular server which we are adding. It's fine or not. So since we already have this user service account on the ESXi Hyper-V end, I have added. If you are building a physical, like if you are configuring the physical server, just go to physical infrastructure and add. Under
And
that,
the servers.
add the servers, and before add on the server end, you have to create one user account, service account.
That user account should be local administrator.
Yes, local administrator. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So what I did daily at 9 p.m. as you are aware, there is a distribution server. See, in
Yeah.
Veeam, I'm not pretty sure about the backup executive tool. Help me to understand. If you are trying to back up any like physical server, you need to deploy the agent manually, or how it is in the backup executive tool, John?
We can deploy using backup exec and also manually.
The same way here as well.
Okay.
But again, uh, one second, sorry. Upgrading the backup agent and all here, we can do it from the Veeam console itself. Here you can see the options, right? The distribution server is Veeam server, the distribution server,
Yes.
and install backup agent, auto update backup agents and plugins. You can see
Okay.
whenever if there is any new agent release, new updated agent release, you can directly upgrade the agent on the Veeam end itself.
Okay.
I just install the agent, test was successfully saved, and So let its background job will run. We'll say once it's installed, we'll proceed for the next steps like configuring this backup job, this particular server into the backup job and
Okay.
Joel, give me 1 minute. Seems the proxy has been like the agent has been deployed. Give me one.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. I'm
Okay,
just
sure.
yeah.
Just take your time.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, Joel. Sir, I am good. I got one.
Hi.
No issue. So seems so now we are in the process of taking the physical servers into the backup. And however, I don't have physical servers in my lab. So what I did, as you are aware, right? I just took one of the VM and I just installed the agent
Yes.
on that particular server. I'm trying to add that particular server into the backup. Okay. One second. So install the agent has been completed. So now we can see the test job here itself. You can see, right, the test,
Yes, that is.
and we can see the agent is installed. The
Yes.
backup agent is installed. If
What is
and
this?
go
What is
ahead.
this application plug?
If we want to enable any applications plugin, like the same way how we are taking right application awareness in the VM, the same
Ah,
thing,
okay.
the same thing,
Ah, okay.
but it's not installed. The latest
Ah,
backup,
yes.
you can see the latest agent backup never happened since we have added recently, right? So if you want to upgrade the agent, here the option itself, agent, you can install change block tracker driver as well. You know, right, how the CBTs work on the VM. If you want to install that,
Yes.
we can do. If you want to uninstall, you can do. If there is anything new upgrade comes, here itself it will show. And
Okay.
the plugin, if you want to install any other plugins, like as you told, right, application plugin, if you want any applications is if you want, if in that particular physical server, if any of the Oracle is application is running, any of the SAP HANA, if you want to install that application plugin, you can install that application plugin as well. That's how the option shows. So if we want to take this server into the backup, this particular
No? No?
one second, I'm audible.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, now I can hear you now.
Joel, sorry, there was some network discrepancy. I'm audible now.
Okay, sure,
Hello.
no problem. Yes.
There was like seems my Wi-Fi got disconnected, and so you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
So where we are. I'm just showing the options.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so in case if you're taking any physical servers into the backup, the server got like backup got failed. As you are aware, right? The
Yes.
image level backup will happen with the help of change block tracking, like with the help of snapshot on the server end. But when comes to physical servers taking the backup with the help of agent backup, and few services need to be enabled on the agent level
Yes.
on the server end. So I'm going to try I'm going to take this particular server as a physical server backup. So if you want to add this particular server into the backup job, add to backup job, new job, okay, and it's a like managed by backup job. There are two options. The job mode is one is managed by backup job and one is managed by agent. So if we selected by the backup server, it will run the backups with the help of the backup server itself. If we select by backup agent, it will runs with the help of agent itself. So as a best practice, we always preferred by backup server. You can see Veeam
E-
backup
uh,
server. Hmm.
even there is managed by Beam, by agent, the one that we install the agent.
Mhm. No, like the job, the see that is agent installed on the server to act as a like physical taking as a physical server backup. But here,
Oh,
when we creating the job, like in the Veeam, in the jobs in the Veeam, like ESXi or Hyper-V or Nutanix, when we adding the job, there are two types of
yes.
options we see, right? Install like with the help of SAN and all. The same way it saws the job will always manage by backup server. We need to specify this option whether this particular job
Okay.
needs this particular jobs need to be run with the help of the backup server or with the help of the backup agent. You can see, right? Veeam backup server schedules and execute
Yes.
backups on the protection computers. This mode is recommended for always on workloads with permanent connection to the backup server. So it might be the
Okay.
but it will manage by agent. This mode is recommended for the workstations and the server located in remote sites with poor network connectivity to the main data center. So
Okay.
you got
Okay,
it. You
understand
got,
now. Yes, I got it now.
in case that physical server is located on another data center or on another data center. So that time we need to specify this option.
Okay.
So agent test agent backup job. I can name it as test agent backup job. Okay, and here in the computer we have added this server. Or else if you want to add protection group, we already created the protection group called it as test, right?
Test, right.
So here only one server is there, so hence I mentioned. So if we have 10 servers, we can add this particular protection group itself. You can see, right? Okay,
Yes.
and here we do have an option backupping entire computer or volume level backup or file level backup. So if whenever we install the agent on the physical server, it adds access both image level and file level. So as a best practice, as by default, we will go with the entire computer. What it will do, it will back up the entire computer image and it will back up entire files and folders of the particular server. If you go with the volume level backup, it will take only the volumes like C drive.
Okay.
If you go with file level backup, it is so slower. Like only the directories we can back it down. Like uh, it's our choice whether we need to take a backup of entire server. We can do entire server. Like by default, we will do entire server as a best practice. Like if you want to take only few files or few drives or few drives, you will go with the volume level backup. If you want to back up that particular physical server, only one few of the files, you can go with few of the files and select this particular object.
Okay.
Like only operating system, which files you need, like you understand, right?
Yes. But we can choice, for example, we can back up the user folder
Hmm.
on the
Yeah.
file level or in the specific folder. For example, I created a data one,
Mm.
so I need to back up that folder data one. We can use the file
File
server
level,
backup.
file level
Yes.
backup, exactly. If you
Okay.
want the drives, C drive, D drive, you can select this.
That volume level backup. Okay.
And so here I select the entire computer.
Yes.
And again, you know about the repository, right?
Yes, the repository, the one that
Yeah.
we.
And again, you are aware about grandfather, father,
Yes.
son rule.
Yes.
Yeah. And here it's again you are unable about the enable application
Application
awareness.
awareness.
Yeah. And just schedule.
Yes.
So here you can see the entire summary of that particular job. This is the job name that we have created. It's a agent backup, right? Physical server is always call it as an agent level backup. The name is test agent backup job. And protected computers, I have protected the group. So whatever the servers inside the group that we can able to protect, or else whatever the server that we need to protect, we can do it either ways.
Okay. Okay.
But I did as a group itself. And I have selected the backup mode entire computer. And destination backup repository, like where the backup data will store on the storage target storage. The
Okay.
retention and GSF retention policy not set. That's it. If I
Okay.
go to home, if I want to test, if I want
Yes.
test agent back, you can see, right? This is
Yes.
type is Windows agent backup. So
Oh.
if you want to run, you can run. But again, it will fail, right? You're aware, like since we don't have a license,
Yes.
where we will give a try. Resource not ready. The gateway server should be on. Everything is fine. Only the thing is
The license, the
license.
subscriptions. Yes.
Yeah. So now you are aware about how to install how to take a backup for the like physical server. The same.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me know, yeah, if I am going a little bit faster. Stop me wherever you want. So
Uh, it's okay. No, there's no problem. I can
yep. And we'll go with 1 second. So we already gone through the backup one, the proxy one already, and common backup issues, slow backup performance. As I told, in case if you notice a slow backup performance, you need to increase the memory or whatever it's in the on the proxy, and increase the memory or change the concurrent job to maximum, or you need to change the bottlenecks, network bottlenecks, in the sense you need to change the network bandwidth as I showed 600, 2000 or whatever it might be.
yes. You show me that.
Proxy overload troubleshoot. Uh, and these I will send you 1 second. We'll go through each and every step for the basic troubleshooting of the proxies as well.
Yes, please.
So the main architecture of the Veeam, as I already told, it's a virtual appliance. We need to install on the any of the VM. So backup proxy is the main architecture. Like we need the backup proxies And the backup repository is nothing but the second, like we need to specify the storage where the data is going to dump. And we do have
Yes.
S4BR concepts. I told you about the S4BR concept. Today we'll go through with like what is the scale out backup repository. Combining of multiple repositories into one is called storage backup. As you can see the data flow, how the data flow will happen in the Veeam from the source VM to the proxy and proxy to the repository. With the help of proxy, the source VM being backup will initiate
Okay.
to the one of the repositories. The backup will store to the repository. The repository is nothing but archival, like data archive. It might be any of the secondary storage. And the main backup proxy role or proxy is responsible for like retrieving the VM or server data from the source, and it will works as a like compression by. And one more thing I just forget to update. So proxy by the like in the Veeam, how the proxy will work, it will by default it will manage the deduplication and compression when we're taking the backup.
Also, do we need to enable the
No, there is no
compression in the...
specific features in a proxy, but by default it will support. And
okay.
it will encrypt the data when we're taking the backup. It will by default, like it will check the encryptions, everything and all.
Okay.
So, and as I told, it's again the deployment of the proxies and how number of proxies. It's all depend on the requirement or how our infrastructure, how big our infrastructure is. If you are taking backup of 500 servers, if you feel like 2 servers or 3 proxy servers is not sufficient to run the backup particular backup job within a specific time frame, then you can go ahead and deploy other 2 proxies and add that particular proxy into one particular backup job. So and for the proxy deployment best practice, as I told, the Windows 2019, more the version should be Windows 2019. So on 2019, whatever the version it might be, we can deploy the ISO and we will enable the few required ports on the server end, and we will deploy that. We will add that particular proxy into the Veeam in infrastructure. So
Yes.
the minimum requirement is this. So the transport mode, as I told, there are 3 types of transport mode. We select automatic selection as per as a best practice. So Veeam is intelligent enough to calculate on which transport mode. Like if, for example, say if 50 jobs are running parallelly at a time, so how the Veeam intelligence is like, how the Veeam intelligent, like it will run the jobs with the help of the proxy. It will specify, it might be the direct SAN or it might be the network bandwidth. It will check on the back end, like whether we do have a network bandwidth to run the jobs, or else we will connect directly SAN, those and the options and all. So that's the reason we always prefer the automatic selection while we creating the transport modes. You can see direct
Okay.
SAN. If we specify the direct SAN, so as a best practice, what I would suggest is don't go with changing the option until you face any backup failures or any issues. As per the vendor recommendation, go with changing like automatic to direct or network mode. Otherwise, go with
Okay.
automatic selection. So if we go with direct SAN, what it will do, proxy reads data directly from the storage to the SAN fabric. As you are aware, like the proxy will directly read the data from the on this particular VM with the help of SAN fabrics, like through the FC protocol. Or
Yes, I understand that. So more
so
faster one.
yeah, more faster one. If you go with host added, when the proxy runs as a VM in VMware, the VM disk is mounted directly to the proxies. So if you if you specify these particular options, the VM disk will mount it on that particular proxy, and then the backup will happen. If you specify the network, it will go with the network over the WAN. Data flows over the managed network. This is a slow transport method and used whenever modes are unavailable. So always prefer with going automatic selection while creating this, deploying the proxy for the transport modes and all. And we already gone through proxy task calculation for the general. One CPU equal to one concurrent jobs, 8 core CPU equal to 8 concurrent jobs, and this is initial deployment, like initial VM deployment. And again, while we deploying this proxy, there we do have an option to specify the maximum concurrent jobs. There it's there as well. Hope we have gone through that as well, right?
So this CPU core, it's depend how many CPU on the server, right?
Yep.
So if we have 16 CPU core, this is equals to one concurrent task. So it's
16 concurrent job tasks will run on
16.
that particular server, on that particular
Okay.
proxy. Server is nothing but proxy, right? We can
Proxy.
use that
Okay.
particular proxy into 16 other backup jobs as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay, good.
So backup repository types, what is repository? And one more thing, what I noticed, so repository is nothing but there are two types of there, the data which is archiving on the another location. It might be the uh, cohesity nodes, or it might be the your tapes, or it might be. So there whenever we creating the repository, we have to specify the retention on the repository level as well. So then only on the repository end, like for example, we have specified the retention on 37 days of this particular job, right? On the repository, after 7 days, that particular job, one second, that particular data will wipe out on the target end. In case if you specify any like retention on the repository end, it will not wipe out. There is an option called immutable, like you can see, right? Storage cohesity SMB.
Yes.
So what it means, the retention will is for 7 days. The data will be in the 7 days. On the 8th day, the first day of the data will wipe out, right?
Yes.
So we can specify the restriction on the repository end as well. So that's what the point is refers to, that I will show now, and what is the repositories and all. That either on-prem repository or cloud repository. On-prem repository is nothing but any of the storages. Like in my another hands-on, what we did, we do have a Veeam tool, and we do have a two of the pure storage arrays. I just created one of the file share, and with the help of that particular file share, all the data is dumping on the pure. So the same way here, what in my current lab, what I did, it's all the data is archiving on the cohesity nodes. So
Okay.
we can do it on AWS as well, but there we have to specify the option when we create in the repository. So we'll go with the repository now. I will show you how to create a repository and all.
Okay.
So there is a backup repository. Okay.
Yes.
This is the SOBR. SOBR we will talk later. So
Okay.
repository, here you can see all the repositories, right? like how I created a Cohesity SMB repository, how I have created. I have created one of the SMB share. I will show you that one as well. One second. Not here. One second. Give me a second.
Okay, sure. Can we have a 5 minutes bathroom break?
Yeah, fine. Even I will be back in 5 minutes.
Okay. What time do you want?
Nope, nope. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Again, I have to do a break first. We'll post that after 5 to 10 minutes. Or else half an hour break is fine. 20 minutes break.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll have a chat. I call, and then we'll break 20 minutes, right?
Or else we'll connect in next 20 minutes. Is that fine? I will have my break
Okay.
first.
We'll start now the 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, sure. No
Fine.
problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Hello, Joe, are you there? Joel, are
Yes,
you
I'm
there?
here now. Yes,
Sorry,
I'm here now.
I'm back now.
Okay. Okay.
So where are we now? We are creating the backup repositories and all, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mhm. So let me show you. So the same page where we are in backup infrastructure, the same page where we have seen the backup proxies, right? How we deploy the bottom of that, there is an option to create a backup repository. Okay. So
Okay.
here we can see these many repositories are there in my current lab. Like since you can see that these are the Cohesity repositories and the below are the AWS repositories. Okay. So if
Okay.
we want to create a new backup repository, right click, add a new backup repository. And as I already told you, there are different types of repository, on-prem and cloud. The first option is it's a direct attached storage. So Windows server, so you can see here itself, right? Microsoft Windows or Linux server with the eternal or direct moves to run server on say. So if you want to create any object storage buckets like AWS or AWS or Amazon S3, you can go ahead and create here.
Okay.
I will go with each and every option. If you want to go with DAS, you are aware about, right? Direct attached storage to any of the server. If you have any of the physical server, storage server, where you want to move the data, it might be the Windows server or Linux server, then you have to click this option and you will do Windows dash or physical server or Linux server. That is one option. The second option is NAS, network attached share. Like with the help of network path, you are going to create any of the repository and you have to move that data. You have to create either SMB share or NFS share. So in my current lab, I have created all the share with NAS itself. As I told you, right? This is one of my, let me show you that one. Let me go to Cohesity SMB share. Cohesity. You can see, right?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, one. So let me log in into Cohesity and I will show you that option as well so that you will get a more hands-on experience or more. Let's show that. Statement and the red one. Okay. So you just forget about everything in the Cohesity dashboard. Since we are using this as a backup tool, I just want to show you how the connectivity is between the Veeam to the Cohesity storage, how we are moving the data from whatever we are taking the backup from the Veeam application, we are just dumping the data into the primary Cohesity. If you go to Smart Views view, this is the SMB share that we have created, Joel. Hope as a storage admin, you have worked on NAS as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the SMB share that I have created on the Cohesity. So and I have provided, see, the share mount path is Cohesity stis.sti. This is the FQDN name of the Cohesity cluster, and this is the share name. And what I did is I just provided all the access, read, write, full permissions of that particular share, and I have provided the read and write access of all the subnet range, whatever starts with 172.18 to all the IPs.
Oh,
So
okay.
so this is the share that I have created here. So you can see, right, this is the share.
Yes.
I am going to delete this cohesity.smb repository. I am going to add one more thing. So the bottom
Okay.
of that, how I have created, how I have provided the path is with the help of node IPs. This is 180, 135, 131. Those are our nodes. Okay.
Okay.
So as I told, the first option is if you have a physical server, you want to move the data to the DAS, direct attached storage, it might be Linux or Windows, you can choose that one. In here, what I did is I just created one of the SMB share path, and with the help of that particular share, I'm moving the data. So, and I will delete 136 or one. I will delete this one itself. Host is 1 second. Gateway. Okay. So just right click, add network attached storage. So if it is a NFS mount path, like you have to create an NFS share on the Cohesity end or pure storage, and you just provided that NFS mount, like you just provided it on the NFS share. You have to provide it on the host IP host on the NFS exports. You need to add this Veeam IP into NFS export, so that that particular NFS export, whatever the IPs is like listed, we can access that particular share. So, but here our case
Yes.
is SMB.
Yes. For the NFS share, this one is for Unix,
Yes,
right? Linux, yes.
yes, Linux
Okay.
and share folder. So I just share folder. Okay,
Yes.
and it's just checking whether this path is there or not. So it's just checking through the network whether this particular share is accessible from the Veeam server to the Cohesity.
Okay.
So meanwhile, we'll go with that document. Yeah. So today we'll cover these backup repositories and scale out backup repositories. ESPO BR as well.
Okay.
What is a performance tier? What is a capacity tier? What is an archival tier? And the common backup issues, as I told, right? Slow backup
Yes.
performance, as you are aware, proxy overload, snapshot removal delays on the snapshot removal delays. You might, as a backup admin, you might aware it's on the vCenter end, like it's on the VM. See, these are the steps that I already mentioned. Proxy overload troubleshooting. So backup jobs remain queue if proxies long time before the job start. Deploy the additional proxies in case the job don't have the much bandwidth to run. So we need to deploy the proxy, or we need to change the CPUs, and we need to reduce that concurrent task or increase the concurrent task. And for the network bottleneck troubleshooting, as a best practice, I will never recommend you to change this network bottleneck troubleshooting. Let Veeam support will handle this, because if you change something on the network related stuff on the proxies, it will cause a huge issues for all the backup chains.
Okay. So if there is a bottleneck issue, so I need to open a ticket to
Yes,
Vim, right?
yes.
Yes.
And monitoring and these are the monitoring and maintaining jobs, daily BAU activities, checking job failures, monitoring proxy utilization, validating the repository capacities, verifying the backup copy jobs, alerts and logs, those things. And I will provide you this document as well. So we have gone through the proxy deployment as well. Second, I do download it somewhere or for the repositories and all. Deployment and fire status. Yep. Okay. It's still connecting to the server. Azure.
No share.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, still connected.
So meanwhile, we'll do one thing. We will verify the existing connection. That would be make sense.
Yes.
Backup infrastructure, repositories, the one which the Cohesity SMB which we are currently working. If you go to
Yes.
properties, one second.
Okay. Dilip,
Yep.
excuse, I have a question regarding. I'm planning to take an exam for this beam, but this one is a version 13 to need to have to take the exam.
Sorry, go ahead. You are going to take the exam,
The
right?
exam, yes, but this one is the version 12. This will expire this March 31.
Which one? 12.3.1, right?
Yes.
See, since the version and all same, Joel, as you know, right, in the storage, how we will work in case if there is any bugs or anything is there. So currently the new version is 13. I hope you are aware. The functionalities,
Yes.
the similarities, the concept, everything should be same. Few bug fixes or security patches that has been fixed in the 13 version. But apart from
Yes.
that, everything is fine. The same, the concept, backup proxies, everything. In one more thing, here the console changes, nothing will there. If you talk about the storage or somewhere, if you go with the version change, there might be slight difference, right, on the GUI perspective. Features will change. But in the back Veeam, if you go with 13 version also, same concepts, everything is same. Like creating the
Okay.
proxies and all. Just only the bug fixes are there. When we
Ah,
so current is 12.3.2, what I'm referring to is, right, it has an
yes.
security security vulnerability which scores 9.9. There was some active directory domain vulnerability patch release in the 13.1. Apart from that, there is no much difference.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Because that's same as a backup exec and any other, but this the version
Mhm.
is now is version 25. That one, it's there will be a version 26 this coming, but it's also the same that the added is the new cloud storage.
Mhm.
Everything was fixes. This one is also the same because okay.
Yeah,
How about the certifications? The certification that I check on the Beam is it will expire on March 31
no,
because
no.
there is a version 13 right now.
13 right now, it's again when we are upgrading, at that I will show you how to upgrade as well. Certificate, there will be no any certificate when we install the initial step. What we are doing when we installing the application, right, when we
Yes.
purchasing the Veeam will provide one licensing file. We need to update that license file. That's it. I will show you here. One
Ah,
second.
okay. Okay,
Only the
okay, okay.
license file is required. So
Ah,
the
okay.
quiz, I am going to create one more,
Yes.
the
The
previous one,
repository. Yes.
edit repository name. You can see, right? The repository
Yes, I
name
can see.
is cohesity.smb, the one which you
Yes.
have. And sorry, we will jump into that as a license and certificate later this, huh? And
Okay,
the
yes, no problem.
share path is the FQDN name of the cohesity cluster, and cohesity.smb is the share that we
Since
created on the cohesity and as SMB share. And
yes.
again, the credential
Okay.
is the credential what you are using on the uh, server, right? Like what we created on here, the same credentials we are using. And if you click on populate, it will check at the entire cluster size. The total cohesity is 166 TB. Out of that, 78
Okay.
TB is free. So what it do, limit maximum concurrent tasks to 24. And again, here the difference is how we segregate the proxies, right? See, for example, we have a 5 different jobs, backup jobs. In that, in 5 different backup jobs, we have added all the proxies, similar proxies to the 5 jobs. As per the maximum concurrent is 22. If we set as a 22, it's more than 22, the job will fail. The same type, if we added all the backup, like if we added this repository more than 24 backup jobs, it will fail because it will be in the queue state, right?
Ah, yes.
You got it, right? Same like
Yes.
how in the backup job we added the proxies like maximum contact, no? The same
Ah,
time
yes.
we have added this repository as well. And
Yes.
once we mounted the server, it mounted the server on proxy 12. So it will get failed because proxy 12 is powered down state, right? So I will create one more repository right away in front of you, and I will name it as node 135, right? 172.18.0. One second, I'm just checking the free IPs. 180, 125. Okay, I will take this IP as a free IP. 125. So add backup repository. NAS, we are creating as SMB share
Yes, SMB share.
test, and it should be like the node. What is the node IP? 172.18.0.125.
125.
So why I'm specifying 125? I'm specifying the data should go to this particular node. Why the data will store on this particular node. You got it?
Okay. Yes, I got it.
Okay. And the share name is cohesity-smb. Cohesity-smb. So creating a repository and all, it will take some time, Joel. So we need to bear that.
Okay. No problem on that.
Mhm. So why it's taking time? Because of the gateway server, I hope. I will prefer instead of, we do have 8 is available, right?
Yes, 8.
I just click on
8
8.
is
So then it will not take much time. Unable to investigate path. 1 second. What is this? One second. I will just the existing one. I will just verify the existing one.
okay.
Okay. Or else we'll delete this 138, 138 or 139 and we'll create the same one. 39 I just, because it's in use. Okay. I'm trying to delete any app one. No. So these repositories are attached, associated with these jobs. So that's what it will, I am not able to delete. So if I want to delete the
Yes.
repository, I need to delete the backup jobs itself. So anyhow, no issues. I will create one more. 135, 36, 37, 38, 39, 180, 181. 215. We'll try to create with 215 once. Add repository. Sorry, repository name should be test. Able to investigate the path 180. Let me try with 180. Yeah, you're able to see my screen, right? That particular node, there are
Yes,
some
yes.
issues. If I'm going to try with the 180 already existing one, I'm able to see. The gateway server I mentioned as 08 since the 08 is up. So this is the limit maximum concurrent jobs to, by default it's 4 and we can
4.
change up to the previous one you see, right? 22 I have mentioned. So it will, this repository will mount on this particular cluster, or you can select on which proxy you need to mount this one. Since we have selected is 08, right? We will select with 08, or else by default it will go with this cluster. You got it, right? When we are creating the repository, we have to mount the path on the server. So it's pointing, it's figuring out on which server you have to mount this repository. So we are creating, we are specifying on the default Veeam server. And next, and next. So it will create. So what happens is backup repository has been created successfully.
Okay.
So you can see all the options as well here. What is a backup folder name? So what we are doing on this, this is a share which we have created on the Cohesity, and with on the help of this particular node, we are like from the Cohesity, sorry, from the Veeam, whatever the data we are taking backup with the help of Cohesity SMB share, the data is dumping into this particular node 180, node IP send with. So this is a creating of on-prem repository. If you talk about other types, if I collect deduplication, this I never worked, but it will, like, if you have a data domain, you're aware, hope you're aware about the data domain, right? Dell data domain or some other.
Yes.
So those type of things we can install a Veeam, we apply from Veeam to data domain, we can dump. This is the option, but I
Okay.
never worked. So see, Dell data domain we can add extra gate, which is so HPE store one, quantum DXC. Quantum is a tape, right? Quantum DXC, add quantum DXC share.
Yes.
And if we want to create any object storage like AWS or cloud, we can go with. There is a option you can buy Veeam cloud as well. When you guys are purchasing the Veeam, if you guys don't want any tape license, not any tape, you can ask Veeam provider to uh, to subscribe or buy the Veeam data cloud vault as well. So it will store directly on the Veeam cloud. Veeam has separate cloud portal, like they will store somewhere in the cloud. so that you can do as well. Like that is a Veeam. This is just Veeam cloud. You can create on which Veeam cloud and the container details, the wall. These details and all we will get it from the Veeam. And 1 second. Since I used all S3 compatibles, it's a AWS. So we will create it as AWS. So I need to select on which region our bucket is created, service point, and I will create the 1 second. Connection mode is direct, or we can select here as well through the gateway particular server. And for creation of any repositories, we need to create a gateway servers. How we created a proxy servers, right? Proxy servers is for the handshake between this Veeam our Veeam backup tool to server. In the middle
Yes.
of the same type, we have to create a one gateway server. Same requirements, same minimum requirements of the gateway server. We have to. I will provide you those details as well. We need to create, or else we will. This we will use our proxy server as a gateway server as well through these repositories as well.
Okay.
So that we need to select, and but what I would prefer as a best standards, taking a backup is different, and storing archiving the data to the backup repositories is different. Create separate proxies, or else separate same proxies, proxy different, segregate the proxies, like for few for the backups and few for the repositories. That's how even I segregated. You need to select the region and all, but I don't have those details, but I will help you to show the existing bucket which I have. Okay.
Yes.
So this is uncloned. The bucket name which I mentioned is AWS repository for Nutanix cluster. The account credentials. So, and again, if you talk about for the Hyper-V and Nutanix, there will be some user account. They will create the user account. They will provide the access to that particular Hyper-V and Nutanix, right? The same way, the same thing. Before we create a repository, AWS repository from the Veeam end, AWS team has to create one specific bucket, and they have to create one specific user, and they have to provide, right, that particular user has full permissions to that particular bucket, and they will provide that user details along with the credentials. Then those credentials we need to add here under the credentials.
Okay. Ah. See.
So, and again, here you can select the gateway server connection mode, and if you click on next, it's checking. See, the data center name is, so these details and all, like before we create the repository, the initial setup has to create it from the AWS end, right? They have to create
Yes.
one bucket on the AWS side. They have created the bucket on Yohino on this particular site. They have created the bucket name is Nutanix cluster backup, and they have created as a folder as Nutanix folder. And here, see, however, we can specify the storage like thin LAN, thick LAN, how we are creating the same thing, thick LAN, how we can specify here as well. Like we will use this bucket only till 10 TB. If the data is grown more than the 10 TB, obviously the repository, the data, we cannot move the data to that repository, the backup will fail. We can specify the limit. The same way on the AWS end as well, they can specify, but however Veeam is intelligent enough to wipe the data, intelligent enough, once we set the threshold from our end, it will clear that data on the buckets end.
Okay.
So you can see this, use infrequent access storage class. with lower price but higher retrieval and earlier deletion fees. So and again on the it's on the bucket end there might be and might you might aware on the AWS and Azure how it is, right? They have cost as pay as you go. For the archival buckets, they will cost lesser price. For the performance tier buckets, once they are creating any performance tier, they will charge little bit higher for the performance tier based on that. But we never selected this option. We will leave as it is. But again, it will go with a GFS full backups on the buckets end as well. Use
Okay.
infrequent access storage class. So this storage class is best suitable for long-term storage of GFS full backups. So we don't want this. And if you click on next, it will create on the mount on any of the server. And if you click on next, it will review and just apply. So now we have today we have gone through the proxy and we have gone through the repositories. Hope you are aware, right, how to create an on-prem repository
Yes.
and cloud repository as well.
Yes.
1 second, let me make a note of it. I need to provide you the documents, right? So I will. So, proxies. Trace. So we have gone through the creation of repositories on on-prem and even in on-prem slash net NAS slash and cloud as well. So this is about the creating of the repositories. Okay, you can see right here the repository name
Yes.
is AWS repository, the bucket is S3, and the gateway servers we have created with the help of these many proxies or these many
Proxy.
proxies, the AWS region and the data center bucket name. Under the bucket, the data has to go into Nutanix backup. Limit maximum concurrent task I specified as unlimited. S3 consumption, storage consumption, I specified as unlimited. I didn't specify any threshold. Storage class, this will comes under AWS. It's a standard ad hoc. Okay.
Look, okay.
So now we'll go with this. So now we are clear about how to create a repository and proxy, create a job, backup job, and
Yes.
perform a restore, right?
Yes.
And yeah, we'll comes to the licensing part first. So I will explain you each and everything. If you want to upgrade the the version, so here if you can sell such, like in case today you logged into the server, you might not aware whether your proxy is up to date or not. So if you want to check any latest version has released on the proxies, just click on the upgrade. Here you can see, right, this proxy is available for the upgrade.
Oh, okay.
So if you click apply update, it will update, but however that 03 is in down state, powered up state, it will not upgrade.
Why if this one is the upgrade is gray out, so no update available?
No, where it is? Help me. Uh,
If the update is grayed out,
yeah,
the one that
there will
there
be
is
no,
no upgrade.
there is nothing to upgrade. All our proxies, everything gateway servers are up to date.
Ah, okay.
Here, Joel, I am just figuring out to here 1 second.
Okay.
Hmm. 1 second. Yeah, go to home, click on home. The initial page, how you see once the Veeam is deployed, this is the initial page. Initial page, if you drop down here, the first option is upgrade. If there are any of the proxies that you create or any of the gateway servers that you have, those are yet to upgrade to the latest version, there you can see this option. Since
Okay.
in our case only this update is required on the 03 mount server, transport, Veeam threatener hunter, these and all has to update to the latest version. So that's what it's pointing out. So we don't
Okay.
want to upgrade now since the 03 proxy is on powered up state. So and credentials and credentials, data center credential, I didn't store anything else. So these are the managed credentials. So if you want to store the credentials, you can store that credential. See, for example, Hyper-V server team has created a credentials for the vCenter. You want to store forever in the vMint, you just go to data centers, you just add that server, you just add that credentials.
Okay.
So that is what. So whatever the credentials that I stored, it's showing here. And if you want to store any cloud credentials, as I told, right, but the same similar way how they have created on the server team, service account and all, for creating the repository or creating anything on the cloud, and they will create one service user account that we can store here as well. Cloud credentials and encryption passwords. I didn't specify any encryption password. This by default when we purchase it came. And key management KMS servers. No, there will be no any key KMS servers.
Okay. So
And
only the data center
yeah.
and
Only the default ESXi password. Data center credentials is on-prem credentials. On-prem
yes.
Hyper-V, Nutanix, SQL, whatever it is. Cloud is cloud. And users
Yes.
and roles. So these are users and roles. 1 second. We'll just minimize this. So these are the administrator group. Like I have created this service account like user for our what I did is I have created one service account, the same type of user they have created for Nutanix or Hyper-V, right? I have created one service account. I have added all my team. So I have added that IAD into here. So that all.
So question for this administrator account, do we need to add to to the server?
No,
To be local or only on this beam?
on the Veeam. Yes, exactly.
Only on the
You
beam,
have to.
not on that.
No, what I have
Okay.
created, I just requested Active Directory team to create one of the service account, like one of the user service account that is called Veeam user group. So I have requested all my team into that particular group. I have added that particular group into row users and roles so that whoever part of my team under that particular group, they will log in with their admin credentials.
Okay.
You got it right.
Yes, I got it.
So as I told, malware detection by default it's encryption, like it will come with all the malware detection settings. So as a best standard practice, we don't need to do anything. Whenever we are performing any upgrades, the latest patch will includes. So options, we do have console option. Like we can run the jobs, either the PowerShell scripts as well, or else we can run the jobs through the GUI as well.
Okay.
That is, we can run the jobs through putty, and this is the color team, color whatever the colors that we want to change.
Okay.
We can change green or something. And the view, full functionality, free functionality, and the config backup. I will talk about this config backup. Please keep a note. Like all the configurations, what I am doing currently, and one since, uh, for example, your VM got down. Okay, VM, you have installed the VM on any of the VM, right? That VM got
Yes.
corrupted or clashed. How you can restore? With the help of the previous snapshot, you can restore. But the data and everything will gone, right? Because the RTO and RTO is missed, right? So what I did is I just did the configuration backup. On every day I scheduled, on every day there would be some one configuration backup has to take. You understand, right? See,
Yes. Yes.
enter Veeam application configuration has to be backup on every day. So that's what I scheduled. Enable configuration backup to following repository. We can choose the repository as well. Like for example, that Veeam got down as well. So what I did, I enable one job which has to run on the daily basis. Once the job is run successfully, that configuration backup file I stored in somewhere into Cohesity or AWS, so that I can retrieve that configuration backup from the Cohesity, and post the restore of the server, we can do the latest configuration. See,
Okay.
this is how I perform. Enable configuration backup file, encryption password. Okay.
Okay.
And restore the configuration backup to the server. For example, that server got down. We do have the configuration file available. If you want to restore to the latest, like if you have 24 hours, this VM got down. PAPW VM 2 got down. We do have a restore point of yesterday data. Like server team has restored with yesterday snapshot or anything. They have restored on the previous snapshot. But still the data is lost, right? We have the configuration file. With the help of that configuration file, we can move the date. We can bring up the application up to date. Like just click save changes. It will restore. Say it will ask to restore to the latest.
Okay.
So, and I will show you that config, how I created the Veeam config job. See what I did. This is one of the job which I have created. Name is Veeam config job to AWS. I am storing this configuration file to the AWS. Okay.
Okay.
And with the help of this particular path, the data is going to AWS. And the backup repository, AWS repository, and secondary target. So if I want to retrieve, with the we'll go to that config backup and select the restore point. Enable config backup to following. Select that restore point and just restore. You can see, right? Last successful backup is 3. After that, I didn't scheduled.
Yes.
Hmm.
Latest update.
Yesterday's only. So
Yes.
we can restore. This is the option. So licensing, when it comes to license, the initials itself, we will get a license file. This license status is expired. This is my current lab, and instances. If you want to install the new license, once we purchase the new license, they will provide the license key, and we need to upload that license key to the support portal, so that they will install the license on the backend. They will push the license to our application on the backend.
Okay.
So this is one thing. So today we have gone through the repositories and proxy deployment. So I will go through each and every steps of what is disk, what is disk copy, what is disk orphan, what is disk imported, Here you can see object storage copy orphan. Since I am using the secondary copy on the AWS end. So that's how it's showing. If you are not using this secondary copy as a AWS storage, you will not get this option as well. Sorry. And if you want to see last 24 hours, running jobs, success jobs, warning jobs, and failed jobs. So we'll go with each topic. What is a snapshot? See the restore points, which are the jobs. Once the jobs is completed, the primary data will store, like today data will store on the local. It means on the server end. The backup chain should be stored on the snapshot. So that's how it's stored on the snap. We'll go with document each and every topic. Give me a second. Yeah, let me know, Joel, if you are able to see my screen.
Now I see now.
Yeah. So since you can see, right, these are the like if you want to do any restore job or if you want to do anything, we just click on the backup. We just click on that server. It will show on which job, which production, everything. So you might have a question: what is disk and what is disk copy? What is disk orphan and what is disk imports and all. So we'll go through each and everything now today.
Okay. Yes, I have what is the orphan
Yeah.
import?
Yeah, I will go through. So nothing like, not that the one which disk is nothing but the disk which is managed by the Veeam server, that is called the disk. Okay, you can see disk refer to a regular repository disk that is currently managed by the Veeam, that is called a normal disk. Like once we created, right, the server which we deployed the server, right, we deployed the VM on the VM. We have installed this Veeam, right. On the VM we do have C drive, D drive and D drive, right. The one which
Yes.
is pointing to the normal disk, that is called Veeam. Under the server disk, that is called the disk in the Veeam.
Okay.
So under that disk only Veeam can read and write the backup files. That disk is used for creating a backup jobs, replication jobs, copy jobs, and restore operations. If you want, I will just show you that disk as well. So this is a VM. Under the VM, we have installed the application. This is a VM, right? Just
Yes.
close. I just maximize the screen. You can see this is a under this PC. This is a ISO file where we have boot images, everything are there, program files. There is the E drive. There is the disk which is managed by the Veeam. That is a normal disk. You can point out here. Hope you got it right.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. And if you go with what is a disk import, so disk import is nothing but the backup files already exist in the storage, or as the backup files which are act as a repository, right? Those are called imported disk. Like disk imported means the repository disk that has added to the Veeam configuration existing backup files. So simply all the backup chain files will store on the disk, and the later stored chain files on the imported disk.
Oh, okay.
So the backup files already exist in the storage, or else the capacity or storage which has added on the, like you can see the disk imported is nothing but the data which is under Cohesity SMB or AWS Cohesity SMB, right? We are preferring only on on-prem. So the data whatever,
Okay.
so it's reflecting on the disk imported.
Okay. I thought this one is the imported. This imported is in my mind. The imported is from another server.
Nope, 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 nope. Like we have added the repositories, right? We have added two type of repositories. One is uh, Cohesity repository. One is AWS repository. Whatever the
Yes.
data that is there, like whatever the backup change that is there on the Cohesity repositories, will show it as a disk imported, and whatever the data will stored in the AWS repositories will show as a object imported.
Okay. Okay. Now I understand.
So yeah. So, and one more thing, if I have deleted this one of the repository, I have deleted one of the repository, it will not delete entire data, everything. Still the backup chain, everything, backup chains or chunk files, everything will be there, right? It will store under orphan disk. You got it right.
Yes, I got it.
See, since I deleted one of the backup job, Joel. So what
Yes.
happens is it will delete the job, it will delete the data inside the repository, but logically the backup chain will not delete, right? The backup chain will go under orphan state. Again, you need to delete it here. Then only entire disk will delete.
Okay. So this one, if you accidentally delete that,
Hmm. If you want to
and
attach
then
again, you can attach this to the job again.
okay. Okay, I
Like how
understand.
we call it as, we just remove the LUN from the host group, but still the LUN is not attached to any of the server. But whenever
Yes.
we want, we can go ahead and attach that LUN to the particular host, right? The same type, we can attach this data to again the any of the backup job.
Okay. Okay, understand.
The same for object as well. The data which is stored, like I will show you that. See, disk orphan means Veeam cannot associate the disk with a repository configuration anymore. Means Veeam is not associated with that repository anymore. Repository removed from the Veeam, disk discharged, backup files may still exits, but Veeam no longer manage them.
Okay.
You can delete the
Mm.
repository, but it's still under orphan. Whenever you want to add that repository to any of the any of the job, you can add, or whenever you want to add, then only the backup chain will link, right? So that is called the orphan disk.
Okay.
So here in our scenario, I have deleted these jobs earlier itself, but I didn't delete it in the orphan. If I want to delete in the orphan, I can go ahead and delete from the orphan.
So it will totally
It will
deleted,
totally delete from the repositories or from the backup chains, Veeam backup chains, wherever it is.
and also in the backup
Yes,
inside the repository.
yes, everywhere.
Okay. Okay.
So same, object backup is nothing but which refers to the virtual machine, physical server, NAS server. Each object, it has own restore point and backup chain. That is called backup of object.
Backup object.
So what is backup imported? Import. The same scenario. So object import appears when Veeam discover backup objects during the repository scan. The same, like what is disk import? So whenever we are rescanning the disk, we rescan the repository, the backup chain, the backup data will be stored, right? store into the repository. At the same time, the backup files, the files are backup repositories rescanned and backup Veeam detects the workloads inside the backup file. That is called object imported.
Oh, check. Okay.
So, and again, if you deleted the AWS repository from the Veeam end, and still it will not deleted, the backup chain will not delete. Again, you have to go to the object
Or fun.
orphaned and you have to delete. Here you can reference, right? Normal repository disks actively used by a Veeam that I showed, that is a E drive. Disk imported is existing backup disk added and discovered during repository scan. Whenever you are trying to scan the repository. And again, one more question for you, one more important thing. So sometimes not only about the proxy, sometimes the backup failed due to the repository is no longer available or there was some network connectivity between the repositories, like it's a Cohesity or AWS. That time what you have to do, you have to go to that particular repository. That time you have to go to that particular repository. Wait, I will show you. You have to go to that particular repository. You have to rescan the repositories. Sometimes there might be some network interruption, network discrepancy. That repository is not active. So you need to rescan this one.
Oh, okay. The one that you did yesterday,
Yes,
right?
yes. Yesterday, not yesterday, now. Today also we did, right?
No, yesterday you rescan because we think we
Yes, exactly,
failed.
exactly. Yeah, I sorry, I didn't recall. Yesterday, due to repository is not available, its backup is failed,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I just
Yes.
rescanned. After that, it came. So disk imported. So orphan disk is nothing but disk exists but no longer linked to repository configuration.
Yes.
The same backup object. I will provide you this document as well. I'll
Okay.
short. Otherwise, I will. How to upload? How to upload? How to upload, Joel, these three documents? Today what?
You can wait. Oh. No, you can email me
Yep.
to this if you. Okay, I will send you my email address.
Yeah. Have you pinged? So please go through this because these are the critical. These are the implementation steps. Whatever I'm just giving a training, so it's all about the like implementation level, not like just
Okay.
basics and all. You might aware, right? These are the
Yeah.
jobs. These are the current day-to-day activities that we perform as daily basis. So now,
Okay. Have you
now
seen my email? My message? This is my email address.
where I didn't see.
In the chat. Below on the right below.
1 second. Second, let more options. Chart. Okay. I will just take your mail and I will just forward all the documents.
Okay.
So now it's time for the questionnaires. You have any questions related to today's topic? Let me know, and I will provide you the control. So go through the steps whatever you want today's, like creating the repositories or repositories and deploying the proxies and creating installing the physical agent on the physical server.
Okay. I will start on the proxy and then the repository.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
1 second. Let me
Okay.
oh,
Sure.
forward the VM, or else I will do later. Yeah. Go ahead and share request for the control. Yeah. More sharing. Shares. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm working on, I will first, this one is a backup repository. When we click this repository, add proxy, sorry, it's proxy. So here.
Uh-huh.
So for this general purpose, this proxy is for the NAS and file share only, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
also for the physical server.
Yeah.
Yes. For this VM backup proxy is, this one is for cluster of the VM, vCenter, Hyper-V in anything VM, right?
Yes.
And this one is for CDP proxy. What is the CDP proxy? The
So we will
agent
never
is in.
use this proxy. What it will do, it will the proxy will install on the cluster level itself, not on the
Okay.
VM.
Not on the VM. Okay. So here we need to create a proxy
Mm-hmm.
with the given IP address by the network team
Yeah.
with the range of within the inside the subnet of the Veeam server,
VM server.
right?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
within the subnet. Okay. So for example, if I
Mm-hmm.
add new,
Mm-hmm.
so there's a choice. This one is a limit
Linux based
server.
flavor or Windows based flavor. You can select.
Yes. So before we add, I need to create and install Windows 2019
In
and app to
yes.
and use the IP address that the network team provided.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Okay. So this is for this one. This one, for example, this one is test test server
Mm-hmm.
one. This one is only at the host name, and then the IP address is provided. This one is a 2019 servers,
Okay.
standard servers. So click yes, but before this one I need to create local admin, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So yes, local admin credential, the local admin of the server.
Yes, exactly. Or if you have stored those credentials already into
Domain user account. Yes.
you can just scroll down and use that credentials. In your case, if you
Okay.
want new, you have to.
Okay. Okay. So the system team will provide me the user name that I will use, and then add this to the local admin of the server.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, I give it this one is a admin one. I
Yeah.
will not finish or something.
Okay. Okay. Fine. No issues.
Okay. So for this port, we did not tackle this one port. So this one I will leave it. This one, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
and one more thing you just missed on the server end. Once you build the server, there are few
Okay.
ports that need to be enabled on the server end. So those
Yes.
details you need to specify to the server team. Team, make sure these ports should be open state. You understand, right?
Yes. Yes. I understand. Oh wait, server team and the network team, right?
Yeah.
Or only server team?
On the server
Oh,
end,
both.
we need to enable those ports.
Okay. On the server. Okay. Okay. Yes. I forgot this port number, the 6022. Yes.
Yeah, I will provide you that document. No issues.
Yes. Okay, I need to cancel this one. So before anything else, I need to have to build the servers with the enable port listed
Mhm.
on the one that you will give to me. Okay. So for this one is it's okay. We can go to next.
It will not go because
Yes, because this one is
IP address is not there. That
yes,
server
yes,
will just
yes. So this one is it's okay. This so the proxy, the ports, the one that we it's okay. Ay, what is this?
1 second. Let me
Okay.
give me control. 1 second. I just
Okay.
log
Take a
in.
control. I will stop my control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ay, sorry.
No problem. No problem. Mhm. Yep. Go ahead. Hello. You able to see?
No share. I didn't. No,
Mm.
no share.
Okay. Now.
Yes, just now.
Mhm.
Okay. So now it's okay for me the backup proxy. So I will cancel now this one.
Okay. Fine.
So I already understand what's backup proxy and this one.
Mhm. So go ahead and request for control, Joel.
Okay. Sorry. I thought I request the control. Okay, I will cancel now. Hmm? Ito cancel? It's gray out?
No. It will. Since
Okay.
that's what it's a slow. Go ahead.
Okay.
1 second. I will maximize the screen. 1 second. Maximize the screen. Now you can go ahead. Okay.
Okay now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, for this one is new. Okay, I will back to repository.
Just we
Now
have
we
to
need
cancel that.
cancel. Okay. Oh wait, this one is an we already talked no. This one is a transport mode will be automatic,
Yes.
right? The wait, there is a this.
Yes. You just click on that. You just let.
I just click that, but nothing happened.
We'll do one thing. Wait.
Okay.
Just go with an option again.
For example, this one is a proxy. I right click, but nothing happened.
Just click and right click. Right
Yes,
click
I
and
click. Yeah. Okay.
right click properties.
Properties.
Seems you have control, right? Just click on it.
Yes, I have a control. But I click, but
Double
nothing
click.
happened.
Double click.
Nothing happened.
So can you request for control again? Okay,
Okay, I will stop the.
you do have control now.
Yes, now I will request again. Request control. Request.
Mm-hmm. Now just
Okay, so I have now. So for this, it's still here. So there's automatic. This one is the standard. The direct storage access. It will be for the storage proxy. virtual appliance is for sa VM, and this one is a network is for the zip or the files, right? Am
Yes,
I right?
yes, yes.
Yes. For
No, no, no,
this,
no, no. So since we, as a best practice, we always prefer the automatic selection. However,
yes.
if you notice any the failures on the backup jobs, if you want to increase something, if you want to do like changing the backup threshold and all, but as I suggest, go with Veeam suggestions. Don't do any modifications on this transport mode, those things and all. If you do something on this, the entire backup will get fail.
Okay. Okay. Understand on this part. I need to consult.
And 1 second, I just stop control. I will just
Okay.
share my screen again. Now let me know you are able to. Now request for control and let me know.
Okay.
Now just
Okay, I will
cancel.
cancel.
Yep. Just click. Yeah. Now we do.
Yes. Okay.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I will just.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So for this connected data store,
These are also by default
by default, right?
as a best.
So no changes for this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's cancel. And then for trap for maximum concurrent is only the 22,
And
or
again,
is depend
so whatever when you creating the proxy by default, whatever
proxy.
it shows, please make that. Don't change anything. Always go with by default selection as a best practice.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Concurrent task is also for core CPU core.
Yep.
Yes, okay. Now I understand now for this one. For the traffic rule, yes, it's validating server. There's no changes, right? For this.
No. So
Uh,
it will not work, Joel. Why? Can you guess why it will not work validating the server?
because the server is power off.
Yes, exactly. Just select 08 server.
Yes, I said sorry.
Just
Okay.
cancel and click on 08 because 09 is powered up. It
Oh
will not
yes.
validate.
Okay.
Mm,
I just cancel, but nothing happened.
yeah, it will nothing happen. Still, give
Okay.
me a control until this operation got complete. It will not. You just go here once.
Okay. I will go now to repository.
Mm-hmm.
The one that this one.
Mm-hmm. You can see on the right hand side, whatever you see, those are the
Yes.
repositories currently in my lab.
Yes. So for the we'll create a backup repository, but I will not create
No, 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 no.
anything. But
Anyhow, it will
I
not
will.
create because all the servers are
Yes.
powered up, right? Just try whatever.
Yes. Okay. So for this direct attached storage, this used for uh the DAS or the servers that connected on the for Windows or Linux. Once connected direct. For the NAS,
Mm-hmm.
it's the one that we created,
Mm-hmm.
the cohesity, the
Mm-hmm.
SMB for this NAS. For the duplication, oh, this one is failed. Yes,
Just cancel.
cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will. Where's that?
Lost.
Last.
Mm-hmm.
This for the NAS, there's two, the NFS share for the Linux, and then for SMB for the Windows.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We'll cancel that. Ah, oh, if I cancel it. Sorry. I've done it. Okay. For the duplication storage appliance, this one is appliance for big
External storage.
storage.
Big.
Yes, extra storage that they do duplicate backup on that. Okay. For the object storage, this is for the cloud storage. Am I right? The Acronis, the S3, the AW. This right? Ah, yes.
Yes,
This
that is
is
the one. That is the one. S3 compare. You can see those object storage, right? Those are now cloud.
yes. Yes, it's the cloud storage. And for this Beam backup ball, this is only for Beam backup cloud storage on this one. So for me or to us, we need we use the NAS
Mm-hmm.
for this one.
See,
For that,
yeah, since I use NAS because I do have a Cohesity
yes,
storage device. If you have any Pure device or any other device storage, if you want if you want to dump the data into that device, you just create a SMB share or NFS share, and you just create a connectivity between your storage to here.
yes, yes. For this direct attach is
It's
for
for the physical server like DAS,
physical servers.
which
Yes,
has an inbuilt storage, right? DAS, direct attached storage.
yes, direct attach storage. Okay, so I have this Dell Unity, so I need to check on this one, and then SMB for the SIF, and then here. So the name is repository, the name of the backup repository, and they will put next the share folder
The
of
share
the
name with the FQDN
yes,
or IP address of the device,
yes,
and
yes,
again the credentials.
yes. The credential should be depend on
Yeah, go ahead.
depend on the unity that you provided.
Yes, yes, depend on the Unity
Yes,
or the pure storage
yes,
or any yeah, any of this, like in the share itself we will create a
yes,
credential, one user, right? One user, and those user will
yes.
be that.
Okay, yes, I got it now. So for I will take the example so we can check on the unity.
Yeah,
No, no devices.
you just have to specify the path.
Okay.
Or else for if you want example, you just go with an existing Cohesity or any of the AWS one for your reference.
For this one,
Yeah,
let me try. But I
yeah.
will not.
No issues. Just credentials.
Okay. So this share require access to maybe yes, maybe no, right?
No.
But
Yes, if we have a
yes.
credit, then
This
only
one.
yeah. Go with
Okay.
Dilip one. Scroll down on the Dilip one. Uh,
Oh, okay.
that is
So
the one.
for
That is the one. That is the one created by Dilip last 18 days ago. The up. No, below of that. Yes.
this,
Yeah. So here you need to
okay.
select the gateway server. In our case, only one server is available. You just selected that server as well.
The one is 8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I not just click this one and then 8.
Yeah.
Okay, and then The repository will show the capacity
Mhm.
and the free space.
Yes.
And the limit of maximum concurrent tasks is
So by
4.
default, it's showing 4.
Yes.
Let's assume in your scenario you have only one repository, but that particular repository is associated with n number of backup jobs. Then obviously, if you go with by default value 4, it will get failed, right? But you have to change that time the maximum concurrent jobs to up to your jobs, like either 30 or 40, or else you have to create other repositories. You got it, right?
Yes, I got it. I got it. Oh, okay. So I can create multiple repository with the same share
Mm.
share location.
Share with the same share but different names, like different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But not on this Cohensys SMB, right?
Hmm.
But
Yes.
this one is a different share name.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can do one thing. You can see. Let's assume you have only one repository. Let's assume you have only one Unity array, which has plenty of
Yes.
space. You have created one main share like Cohesity
Oh,
assembly. Under the main
okay.
share, you can create a subdirectory.
Yes.
You can create a subdirectory. And if in one repository you just mention like cohesity.smb, that unity IP address / cohesity.smb. In another repository, if you are creating with another repository, just create a new name under cohesity smb. That new folder name is there, right? Subfolder. So that
Okay.
in each share, it will go to parent folder few data, it will go to subfolder few data.
Okay. 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 I got it. I got it. So, okay, I got it now on that. So even we cannot I will do in the default 4, or I can go higher, and also I can create additional repository with the same location with different name or subfolder on it. Okay. For mount server, okay. So this one is the mount server. This is the server that logging in, right? So we can change this one, right?
Sorry, Joel, I was talking on mute.
Okay, sorry. We
Any
can
you
change
can
this one.
use, you see, this is for just it's mounting, it's just
Yes.
mounting one mount server, like which is reference or mount server, which is pointing to, so you can do anything.
Okay, for this proxy, the one that we use, we can mount on this, right? On
Yes.
this
Yes.
proxy server, no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and this one is a cache recovery. Okay. And port, it will recommend the people's nothing to use. And then next, but I will review and the existing, apply, no.
No,
Okay,
you
that's
just
all.
apply. You just apply. It's a
Just apply.
existing one. It's a just exiting one, right?
Yes. Okay. The repository is okay.
So sometimes you need to rescan the repositories as well, as I told, right?
Yes. And then next to view the backup repository successful. Okay, then finish. So this one, so we have a repository now we created, and we can rescan first.
Yeah. Yeah. You have created the repository name as different, but
Yes.
same path.
Yes.
Sometimes if you notice, like yesterday, I hope you remember, right? I'm not able to see the host anything. So
Yes.
that is different. Like I'm not able to see the backups, like restore points and all. That time we need to rescan the repositories. If you are not able to see the host or host under the Hyper-V, then you have to rescan under the host. That also I will show you now.
Okay.
See, this example is for like if you have a jobs, if you went to disk and if you are not able to see the previous restore points and all on that particular job, just you have to rescan that repository.
Oh, okay.
Now it's done.
Now it's done. Yes.
So yep.
Okay.
So go to this inventory. Yeah. Can you scroll up? Like just go to how to install a physical agent. You are aware, right? So
Yes.
yeah, physical infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Joel. No issues.
Okay. This one, I add protection group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one is for the agent to install
Agent install either
agent.
physical taking a physical server into backup or else agent level backup. That is for dedicatedly agent level backup.
Yes. Okay. So for this one, it's an individual computer or object on Active Directory.
Yeah,
This Microsoft, this one is for Office 365 or Active Directory only, the user computer or use.
yeah.
So we can back up also this domain controller, no?
Yeah. Domain
Okay.
controllers, active directories.
Yes. This one is computers, more than 5 computers using the CSV files. Computer with pre-install agent. The one with this one, uh,
Computer with pre-installed agent. See, in case you have installed the agent already on the server manually, at that time you have to select this option. You understand, right?
okay.
There are two types of
Yes.
agent installation. One, Veeam will push the agent on the backend from the Veeam end. Otherwise, you have to
Yes.
download the agent from the Veeam support portal, and you have to install the agent manually.
Oh, yes. So here we are here to create the individual windows. So for this one is a protection. We can protection group one and then go to next and then choose the computer, the one we need, right?
Yes, yes. If you want
For
to
ex add, for example, is this
new server, just type the new server and select the credentials. Like again, here we need to create a
yes.
user on that particular server.
Yes. We need to add this server, user server. But if yes, we need to create a user, add the user to a local admin of that server, the one that we create, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do not know what's the server name, but the option is okay. We'll choose this one. I will cancel and then I will check this, the one that we did. This one is a test. This one. So every time that we create repository proxy, we need to rescan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So details every day, everything, the servers, not in so the server, what is the servers, and then quick backup. This one is not added to any backup. So new jobs, or we can include on those backup jobs, right? For this one is the test agent backup 12. We can
Yeah, if
add
you want
this.
to add this server into existing backup jobs, you can.
Yes. Okay. And then this one is agent. We can push the agent drivers and then plugins if there is a plugins for Oracle, SAP as SQL or something. Okay, uninstall everything. So we will this one is uninstall the agent that we
Yeah, go
installed.
ahead and uninstall because we install, right? We don't want to
Yes.
uninstall
Okay.
it.
Agent plugin. Yes. Okay. This one is successful. So no need to reboot this server.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
It will uninstall the agent. Now you can see, right? Backup agent is not installed. Just go ahead and remove from the configuration as well.
Okay.
Remove
So
from
once
configuration.
we remove from configuration, this server will go to orphan.
But now it will not go to orphan. Can you guess why? Because there is no backup run and the data is stored, right? If the data is stored, then it will go into orphan. That protection
Oh,
group. That protection
okay.
group will go to orphan when the data is there, like the backup is completed. But in our scenario, the backup is not complete.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Okay. So it's okay.
Yep. So we'll
Okay.
delete the test as well.
Add test. Okay. I remove the test, right?
Yeah.
There is an uninstall everything.
Yeah. Go ahead, no issues.
Do you need to check? And then because use of the source is more than backup one. We don't have, right?
Yeah, but can you remove one? Why we are not able to these show details? We need to delete the
Oh,
job first, then we need to delete the protection group. Now you got it
oh,
right.
yes.
So we need to go to the test agent backup jobs, go to home. Under the up, go to backups, backup. There you need to delete the test agent backup job 12. Yeah. See, here the option you can see, right? Deleting the backup
Yes.
job will detach existing backup. Detached backups can be found from the orphan node and subjected to their known time-based retention. If you delete, it will store on the orphan till the retention is completed. That is all the
Okay.
orphan is. Till the
Yes.
retention time is completed. So now you can go ahead into the protection and delete the test.
But still showing.
No, it will just if you check now test, it will not show.
Okay. So, and then I will come back to inventory and then try to delete, remove, and then, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Test was deleted. Okay. So there will once we check on the orphan, it will not show, right? Because there is no
Yeah, it will not show because that will not
there's
create any
backup.
backup
Nothing happened.
chain, right?
Hmm. All right. Yes. Yeah, correct. Yes. Okay. So for this, you forgot this one. It will wait. We will tackle this one scale on repository or tomorrow we'll tackle.
We'll talk on tomorrow. We'll go with other
Ah,
topics as well, like the one which I showed about this orphan. And one more thing I want to show. So yesterday, hope you remember, right? When we are trying to create a backup job for the Hyper-V or for the Nutanix, we are not able to see the clusters into the Hyper-V. I hope you remember, right?
yes, yes,
What we troubleshooted.
yes.
So just go to the inventory. I will show you once again. So now, can you scroll up? Now you can see under Spark VC CA, our lab. That is our lab, Spark VC CA.
Okay.
So if you just drag down, you can see the cluster, you can see the VMs. Sometimes you are not able to see that particular time. You just right click on that Spark VCSA. Just right click.
Okay.
Just you that particular time you have to do the rescan. Rescan.
Oh,
Rescan.
there's can.
The same way for the Newton other clusters like Nutanix, AHV, everything.
Oh, okay. Okay, understand. So we need to rescan everything before. Mm, okay. So this one, it will rescan the whole cluster, if also the VMs?
Yep, exactly. It first the initial step what it will trigger, uh, it will try to discover the disk and volumes of the vCenter. The first step it did. The second step it's not failed. It's a warning. What it did fail to resolve certificate error. There is some certificate error on the 3025 cluster. Certificate error
Okay,
has to
yes.
be resolved from server team. A server team has to install the latest certificate on the cluster, right? So that's what it's told, and rest all it's completed successfully. See on the cluster
Oh,
224, 223, 230, 228, 229, whatever there's there, it has been all rescanned. Only
okay.
3025, it's failed with warning
Failed.
since the cluster don't have valid certificate.
Okay, okay. Understand. Okay, good.
And the same thing for the Nutanix AHV. See, and again, the yesterday I showed you how to add the vCenter, right?
vCenter, right? Yes,
Yes,
yes.
vCenter credentials. If you want to do the Nutanix, just add server Let me show you that option as well. This is a Nutanix, right?
Yes.
Add server. Wait, I'm just validating that option. Virtual infrastructure. Yeah, here you need to go. Here you need to do add server. Okay. So you can
Okay.
go ahead and add here as well. vCenter servers in the virtual infrastructure. Add server. It's VMware vSphere. Under that, you have to select vSphere. Then you will add vSphere. And if you want to add the Nutanix Hyper-V, Microsoft Hyper-V, no,
Hyper-V.
this is for the Hyper-V. Nutanix, 1 second. VMware vSphere, this is for. There is some standalone host. If you want to add the standalone host, you have to add the standalone host, that is each individual ESXi. But always I as a best standard as what I would prefer as say backup admin viewer. So just go with the vCenter, adding the vCenter. So whatever the ESXi is there, you can go ahead. And may I know you do have Nutanix AHV cluster as well?
No, we only have Hyper-V and ESX, vCenter.
Okay. So if you want to add the Nutanix AHV, I will show you 1 second. What is 1 second? I'm just referring to one document. Huh? Backup infrastructure, yeah, here.
Oh.
If you want to add manage servers, add server, here you do have option. You can go ahead and add into the inventory, or else preferred, always preferred, go to backup infrastructure, manage servers.
Oh,
If you want to upgrade the servers, you can do here as well. The initial step, the proxies and all, but I will show you. Go to your backup infrastructure. There you see proxies, repositories, scale out repositories.
yes.
Under the manage server, if you click add server, if you want to add virtual platform, you can add. Under the virtual platform, you can add VMware vSphere.
Okay.
And if you want the Nutanix, here, 1 second. Standalone host. I don't see where. I will show you how to configure the Nutanix, but I don't recall that option where I have added. This is all VMware vSphere. This is vCenter servers. I will show you that one tomorrow, Joel. Adding this
Okay, sure. No
Nutanix.
problem.
And let me know if you have any questions like disk, Carfan disk and all. Go ahead.
This one, I understand this. This is for a local.
Hmm.
This is for this copy is for like a repository. The one,
Repository.
yes. This one is this orphan, the one that we deleted, and then it not automatically deleted. It will go to orphan.
It will
The
go to
repository.
Orphan, like it will stay till the retention
Stay.
complete, or else if you want
Yes.
to delete, we can delete.
Yes. And this one is import.
Yep.
Yes. And then object is this one is the same
Mhm.
for the physical server or VM was individual. So if want to delete, it will go to also to orphans or
Mhm.
this one. Okay. Ah, imported. This imported. What is this again?
So whatever the disk, it's on the
Cloud.
up.
This one is a cloud.
No, not a cloud. It's on the copy. Whatever it's on the restore, like a copy, like it's on the cohesity node right here, repository. If you want to import that, it will store. Like it's just like importing all the backup jobs, all the data restore points, whatever in the repository. If you want, these are the jobs previously I do have,
Yes.
and I do have 19 restore point, 18 restore points. Again, it's a cohesity repository, right? You can see.
Okay.
Cohesity SMB node
Yes.
2. It's moving on this particular job. It's created date and it's archiving to Cohesity node, and all these are in Cohesity, and this is called disk import. We imported the disk from the repository. Whatever the data
Oh.
inside the repository, we can see that under the disk imported as well as disk copy as well.
Ah, okay. 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 Understand. Okay. Okay. So for the last, we have to up. This one is a upgrade. So if there is available upgrade on the servers, clusters, or anything, proxy, it will upgrade. It will show in this upgrade, right? For this credential and password, we only use two. Mostly we have used data center credential. This one is
This one is those
credential for
credentials for Hyper-V, Nutanix, and all.
Hyper-V, yes. Yes, we need to include this one as a Hyper-V, vCenter, or anything. So
Yeah.
managed by servers. And this one, in also, this is password credential is for a cloud credential for just like the one that you purchase, right, to the cloud. So this one they give you the account, and then there is a credential also on there. Okay. For this two, it's the encryption password. We did not we
Mm.
cannot right now. This one is we cannot do encryption password, right?
No.
There's no right, and then also in the key management server, no, we didn't use this one, right? Those two.
Yeah.
Okay, only data center and cloud credential. For the user and roles, this one is only for the Beam account by manage who can manage the Beam backup or this one. Okay. And then for malware, there is it's not pass. We can do it, but we'll slow the backup connections between the server and the proxy, and then network traffic. So mostly if there's a bottleneck or something issue on the network, we can open support to Beam, right? For this
Yeah.
one. For VM exclusion, so we can exclude any VMs related if we do not to backup or manage this VM, but this VM is on the cluster, right? For the
Yes.
option is the configuration settings of everything on the
Yeah, I just forgot about
uh,
this. I just forgot
yes,
to explain about the options, right? Let me go this as
yes,
well. In the option,
okay.
this we didn't do anything for the security.
Yes,
If you want to install a self-signed signature, we want to install. As you know, right, on every storage we do have self-signed signature. The email settings. like enable
Yes.
email notifications. It will enable, it will comes all the notifications like whether backup jobs or not. The event forward is if you want to enable SNMP, like in case if there is any backup got failure, that alert have to go to some other third party tools, you know, right? SolarWinds,
Yes.
Netco, Logic Monitor. With the help of that, again, it will launch the ticket in the service now or ITSM. There you can add these as well, SNMP, Syslog servers or SNMP servers. Hope you have aware
Yes.
about that. And
Yes.
notifications, whenever warm me when free disk space is below 1%, these and all, like our Veeam server space is more than 90%, then we will get a alert. So this is
Okay.
about that particular option.
Okay. So, okay. For the console, we can use remote desktop, PowerShell, or PuTTY on this one.
Yeah.
Color, themes, the color of the beam, backup, and the view, how to view
Functionality.
fully functionality. Okay.
Mhm.
For backup configuration, this is backup configuration of beams. So we need to backup. Mostly the standard best practice is to backup daily, right?
Yeah, daily of the configuration file and store somewhere on
Yes.
the
Somewhere on the other.
secondary location.
Yes. Okay. So same backup, same restore.
Mhm.
Okay. And then for the license,
Mhm. So once we purchase,
purchase the license, we can install, we can remove
remove
or renew.
venue. Yep.
Okay. If we put click a renew,
It will go to no, don't. It will go to this
so it will go to
support.
support. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 That will be all. The one that.
So most of the
Okay.
topics I hope we have covered, but I will go through each and every steps whatever we in the Veeam, like SOBR concept. So whatever I have told from yesterday to today, these are the daily tasks, BAU tasks like performing, creating the backup jobs, restoring the backups, or major backup failures on the proxy servers, or major failures on the backup jobs when it comes to repository and all. But I will show you the SOBRs and other stuffs, and we'll go to each and every functionality, how whatever you see in the console, right? We will
Okay.
go. I
Okay.
will teach you about those each and every functionalities by tomorrow.
Okay.
Uh,
Tomorrow is Saturday. Do we have
sorry,
training?
not Saturday. On Monday, we
Monday.
will connect on the Monday. So
Same
let
time.
me
What
know,
time do you
Joel,
want?
whether if you have any questions or concerns, just keep me update so that I will pause and I will solve those queries and will go in next steps. As
Okay,
of now,
sure. No
whatever we
problem.
have covered, you're fine, right?
Yes, yes, yes. It's fine. If I had question, I will tell you. But
Okay.
right now, I don't have a question. So I understand what you teach me about and show me how to configure and etc. So on Monday, what time do
Uh,
we start?
the same time on the Monday, it would be fine, right, for you?
Yes, it's 11. My time is
My
11:30.
time is around 9, so that okay. Okay, the same time today we connected, right? The same time we will connect.
The same time. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. So it's 11:30 in my time. Okay. So thank you for your day.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Have you email?
Nope, nope, not yet. I will do right away. Give me
Okay.
few more minutes. I
Okay.
will do that.
Okay. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, no issues.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
హలో మీరు కొత్త పెట్టినారు ఫస్ట్ బిల్డింగ్ లోని టిఫిన్స్ అండ్ స్నాక్స్ అంతా
తెలుసు అది ఆల్రెడీ పెడతా ఉన్నా నేను చూసిన ఆ రోజు బాగుందా పెద్దది పెట్టింటారా
పూజ చేశారు అంతే
టిఫిన్స్ అండ్ స్నాక్సా చాయ్కి ఏం లే
ఆహా.
వాడికి తగ్గిపోతుంది మనకి ఓకే లేదు మనకి ఎంత ఎండాకాలం ఫస్ట్
Sir, shall we end this meeting?
చేతిలో రెండు కట్టగానే కావచ్చు వాళ్ళు నేను అప్పు చేసుకుంటాను రొటేషన్ చూసి